everybody, welcome to 60-minute access of World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. I'm Bronson Fiore, joined by Mr. Brandon Smith.
Hello. Haha.
Hi, Brandon.
Hi.
How much do you know about the World of Warcraft?
More than I know about football.
Okay.
So, I'm a little bit more... I never really played. I tried to play a couple times, but I was a fucking child on the internet back when this game came out and was big, and so I've kind of gotten meme knowledge of WoW.
Would you like to start doing digital heroin?
No, but I'll play.
Okay.
Drugs are bad.
This game is basically a drug to me.
This game is basically a drug to a lot of people.
Yeah. Alright, so the new expansion just came out. So
it's been pretty fucking hype, honestly. Everybody's talking about WoW again.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
It's been this happens every time a new expansion comes out. Everyone gets on the train, and the last expansion was, in my opinion, the second best. So
I heard the one before that was Garbo.
It was.
Yeah, fucking pandas, right?
No, warlords.
Warlords.
The
pandas was the best one, right?
No, the best one is Wrath. Panda was pretty good though.
It wasn't. Pandas was the best one.
Sure, why not?
Are you Aladdin?
I have a magic carpet because I've maxed out my tailoring.
Hmm.
Tailors can make magic carpets. And I'm a mage also, so watch this.
Oh. Kind of want you to just let your character fall completely and die. Does he die? Does he just land? Ooh. Okay. Alright. So for the uninitiated,
yeah. So
World of Warcraft is a popular massive multiplayer online game created by Blizzard.
Yep.
Activision Blizzard, I guess now.
Came out in 2004.
2004.
Yep. Of our year of our Lord.
In the year of our Lord. Anno Domini.
And God, this game is almost unrecognizable from what it was back then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what any of this shit means.
I
remember going with my friend who was like a really big WoW player to the launch party for Burning Crusade.
Okay,
which I think was the first expansion, right?
Yep. And I had a friend who quit the track team to play more of that game.
Oh.
That story still makes me laugh to this day.
That is pretty funny. This friend was already kind of a loser, so he didn't do anything except play World of Warcraft.
Fair enough.
He thought all anime was like Naruto. Exactly like Naruto. He thought it was all just Naruto.
Naruto is all anime.
Alright. Well, then I showed him Neon Genesis Evangelion, and he was like, "What the fuck is this? This is also Naruto." No, actually, that's what made him fall in love with it.
So, King Rin has mustered our forces and Antonidas. We mean to launch a full-scale assault on Lordaeron. We'll drive the Horde from the keep.
Did you say tinnitus?
Antonidas.
Oh.
We'll reclaim it for the Alliance. It's been far too long since our flag flew in Tirisfal. Ready to ship out? Captain Angelica here will see to your transport. Complete the battle for Lordaeron.
Are you tinnitus?
I am Antonidas, yes.
Alright.
I'll do...
That's a good, it's a good power.
Yeah. It's a good AoE spell.
Yeah. So what's new about this expansion, my dude?
So we are
literally nothing?
We are getting a new continent to quest through.
Again.
Each side gets a new continent. The Alliance one, Kultiras, the Horde one, Zandalar. Bunch of new story stuff.
Can we go to the Panda world?
I mean, we can eventually, yes.
Alright.
We can do, we'll end it by going to Panda Land.
Okay.
So we're ready to set sail.
What can you do in the Panda world?
I mean, same as most places. Quest, go do profession stuff. You can actually, I'm not even joking, you can, have a farm and, go on fishing contests and shit.
In the Panda world?
Yeah, it's
That's pretty cool.
It's like Harvest Moon, but in WoW.
Huh.
It's neat.
Harvest Moon is the best game about doing chores I've ever played.
It's pretty great, yeah. Pandaria. So it's all Asia themed and whatnot.
Yeah.
I really liked that zone before it got all fucked up in the lore.
What happened? You just exited?
No.
Oh, you're traveling.
Yeah, we're starting the scenario that starts this expansion.
Okay.
This is the Horde.
Every one of these things has a story?
Yep.
Story mode?
Yep. Big old story quest chain.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of World of Warcraft cosplay lately.
There are a lot of cool characters and cool designs.
There are a lot of cool characters and a lot of big pauldrons.
Yep.
Big pauldrons is kind of like the bread and butter of this thing.
Yeah, I like that look a lot.
It's cool.
So, yeah, basically I'll do an update on the story here. Is the Horde burned down the Night Elves World Tree and seized the Night Elf capital in this area.
Right.
And to retaliate, we're taking over this lovely city.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
yeah, there you go. See?
This is like... I know, okay, so I know the lore of Warcraft is insanely expansive and...
It's ridiculous. Like,
it's like somehow even nerdier Tolkien.
like, it's...
Like, it's like... Because Tolkien is like... The Legendarium is like fucking intense. There's like... entire centuries of fucking story to follow. You
Yeah.
have to read like I don't know, like tons of books. I haven't read them all, but
Oh, yeah, this is very much the same. It's
Yeah.
it's a little different because it's a little weirder because there's shit like, well, I mean,
robots.
yeah, we're fighting a giant goblin mech.
Do you think they could conceive of robots when Tolkien was writing his stories?
Oh, I think they could have. I think that... I think they totally could have. I mean, like, if you want to talk about, like... I mean, when was Lord of the Rings written? What was the year? Like, what...
I don't know, man.
That was like the 60s, right?
No?
No?
No, it was earlier than that. It wasn't like... It wasn't like super early, but it was like earlier than the 60s.
But, yeah, like, so, like, robots were like a thing all the way dating back to, like, the 50s and 40s. So,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So, I mean...
That's true.
Like, the idea of a mechanical man... Okay,
Probably
so...
been around for much longer.
Yeah, so...
Sure, Da Vinci thought about that.
Oh, absolutely. There has to be something of Da Vinci doing that. So, yeah, like, I play a mage, so I'm, like, just all chilling in the back doing damage.
It's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of casting.
It's a lot of magic.
Magic. Okay, wow, this... I got put with a good group. We're just steamrolling shit.
What I remember about this game most is how much clicking and hotkeying there is.
Yes, that is very much a...
It's like the whole game.
That's, like, it's that and positioning and, like, what order of shit is, like,
Right.
your, like, how do you get the most damage in the least amount of time?
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's a lot
Sounds
of...
about right.
A lot of story stuff going on here.
Yeah, I think like for someone like me who like the gameplay isn't super interesting to me. I could see why it's interesting. I'm not big on MMOs, so
here's my
played a little bit of a...
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Because like for
Played
me,
RuneScape.
that's
a game.
For me, the like minute-to-minute gameplay in the like stuff like this, like it's fine. Like I'm mainly here for the narrative.
That's what I was gonna say. Was like for someone like me who's like not super into the gameplay. The narrative is a lot more interesting.
But like
and the community.
Yeah, but like the gameplay aspect is like I like the end game stuff. Like that's when it starts to get complicated and you have to communicate and
yeah.
Like, you know, I have been in a like top guild on a server and like that is always a very like interesting experience. Thing is though, to be in one of those guilds you basically need to like play this as a second job.
Yeah.
Because like they're raiding like 4 or 5 times a night. There's our king.
Is that Goldar?
Totally.
It looks like Goldar. Does he have a lion face?
Yeah.
He's fucking Goldar. Don't tell me that's not... Oh. I can't.
So the Horde is going to plague bomb their own men to plague bomb us.
Were any of these guys in the movie?
No.
Wow.
Neither. Like, this takes place, like, 60 years after that movie took place.
Is that movie canon?
I mean...
Or is it just an adaptation?
It's an adaptation of Warcraft 1.
Yeah.
And a little bit of, like, the stuff before Warcraft 1.
That's Goldar.
Yep, totally. I actually really love his armor set. I think it looks super cool.
It does look cool.
Stephanie really likes her.
Like all these skeleton boys.
The one who summoned them.
Is that a power you get? If you play like that character, I guess?
If you play a Death Knight, you get that.
That's sick. Wait. Never mind.
So there's like different classes, of course.
Yeah, I know.
This one doesn't have a new class; just has a bunch of new races.
What are you playing right now?
I am playing a human mage, and you have.
The fuck would you play a human in a fantasy game?
Because
the fuck is wrong with you? You are a human in real life.
What the man? Don't start me.
I have to. This always drives me crazy. Whenever I fucking do a D&D campaign. We all start making our character sheets. There's always that one jackass that's like, I want to be a human warrior. And I'm like, you're a fucking human now.
You want to know what my main is?
You can play as anything, a human warrior. Is it not?
It is.
You garbage piece of shit. Bro.
The fact that you said human warrior.
Because there's always that one guy, and you're like, okay, you can play as whatever you want. Sure. You do what you're going to do. But you can play as whatever you want. Like, it's like Bronson there.
So I started in vanilla, and I originally chose
like 5 races, 5 classes.
There were 4 for the Alliance.
Oh yeah,
and 4 for the Horde. And I wanted to be a warrior, and I was like, okay. And I initially started a night elf. But here's the thing about the Night Elves, though. The starting zone gave me a massive headache because of all the purple. Everything is purple, and, like, extended time in that starting zone just gave me the worst fucking migraines in the universe for some reason.
Interesting.
So...
That's like blue light. Like, blue light for a lot of people is, like, if someone was, like, if this microphone's light was, like, 1,000,000 times brighter, that would give, like, some people a headache.
And I'm being poisoned.
You're also not supposed to stare at white or blue light in general. It's bad for your eyes.
So, like, it would bother my eyes and, like, give me headaches and shit. So I was like, okay, well, I don't want to make a gnome.
Did you break it?
No, it's cutscene.
Oh. Have there always been cutscenes in WoW? I don't remember.
No, they started, like, there were, like, 2 in Wrath of the Lich King. And then, like, each expansion have gotten, like, progressively more. Like, in this one, they've started to do ones where they put your character in it and shit.
I remember a meme about... I remember, like, one of the, like, ongoing Warcraft memes being about, like, how stupid paladins are. And I don't fucking remember why that was. I think it's because they're, like, stupid broken, right? Or they were at that point.
At that point, they could, like...
They were, like,
really OP.
The fucking Bayonetta. Boo! Jesus Christ. I had to explain to Dimitri my discourse with Melee.
Yeah, so... Oh, this part's sweet. Hold on.
Can you play this with a GameCube controller?
No.
I bet you could.
Probably could. You probably mod it. Because you can play this with a controller. I wouldn't recommend it.
I was gonna say, this is definitely a mouse and keyboard game.
You can play it with a controller. Like, there's people who play Final Fantasy 14 with a controller. And I fucking...
No, I reject that.
I don't.
I know that I know that's a thing, too. That's, like, the most fucked up thing about it to me.
Like, I tried it when, like, the PS4 beta came out because I was, like, curious.
Oh, on PS4?
Yeah.
That's a little different.
Even then,
the
like...
gameplay's got to be, like, retrofit to do...
No, it's the same. It's the same servers, even.
I know it's the same servers and everything. I meant, like... I guess there's got to be, like, a controller version and a keyboard version.
Yeah, they try and map everything to the controller. And,
Sounds horrible.
And, like, it's fine for what it is, but, like, I don't know why you would ever play it that way if you had the option not to.
You know, when I was, like, younger, I hated that I had to play PC games on a mouse and keyboard because I was so used to the idea of
A
a controller. But the older I've gotten, the more I've just become comfortable with the idea that, like, some games are just meant for a mouse and keyboard.
Like, for me it does depend.
This is one.
Like, yeah, for me it depends on the game. Like, I prefer shooters on a mouse and keyboard.
Most people do, I think.
I prefer, like...
Is it because the aiming is easier?
Yeah, it's the aiming. It's
Okay.
totally the aiming.
That's what I thought.
For some games, movement's easier, but, like, for the most part, it's just the aiming.
Yeah.
Like, Unreal Tournament, I found the move being, like, way easier in the PC versions of that game.
Most people who play Overwatch shit on people who play Overwatch on PS4.
Yeah, if you play Overwatch on console, you are, in fact, a scrub.
Yeah.
Like...
I hear part of that, though, is, like, it's less about the controller and more about, like, reaction times.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get the same kind of reaction time with a controller that you do with a
mouse
and keyboard.
Not only that, but, like, if you're really into competitive gaming, like, Overwatch is 30 FPS on console.
Yeah.
And it's also, like...
Which also affects reaction time.
Yeah, and then, like, you also have to factor in the, oh shit, this is bad.
Whoa.
Thank God for slow fall. Good thing I'm playing a mage.
Would that have fucked your health if it...
Yeah, there's totally fall damage in this. You can horribly fuck yourself over. The two classes I main are this and a warrior, and...
So why'd you go for, like, an ice theme? Is that something you choose as a mage?
Yeah, so I was actually thinking that you have 3 specs for every class. For mage,
Arcane
it's
sounds
arcane.
fucking cool.
Manipulates raw arcane energy, destroying enemies with overwhelming power. Fire focuses the pure essence of fire magic, assaulting enemies with combustive flame. Frost frees enemies in a track, shatters them with frost magic.
I guess Frost would be strategically sound, right?
Yeah,
depending on what your position is in the...
Yeah, so I like the rotation for Frost because it's really simple. Like, it's really easy to maximize damage, and you crit a lot. And, like... Also, I find the fire rotation to be fucking impossible. Like, it's so difficult.
Yeah.
Like, I find the fire rotation to be fucking impossible, so... And I don't really like Arcane that much. So, I was like, alright, well, I'll...
Arcade sounds badass, though.
It's cool, like, you have a lot...
Is it, like, tanky? Is it, like, the tanky...
No, mages are all 3 specs for mage are damage specs. But, like, it has, like, Arcane Missile is one of their moves, and, like, Arcane Explosion, and stuff.
Sounds badass.
Yeah, like, it's cool. It's a cool spec. I just prefer Frost.
Yeah.
And it's also because, like, I PvP on my mage a lot.
Oh.
And it's just, like, just get away from me, fuck you, Frost
Can
Nova.
you switch the specs mid-battle, or do you have to do that, like, outside of...
You have to do it outside of combat, but you can do it, like, so, like... Let's say, like, we kill a boss, and, like, the next fight, like, fire is better for some reason.
I can switch to fire.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Same thing with, like, my warrior. Warriors have 2 DPS specs, 1 tank spec.
Yeah. Now explain to everybody what DPS is.
Damage per second. So, World of Warcraft and most MMOs and Overwatch and MOBAs, a lot of games do this.
Yeah.
They kind of operate on, like, a holy trinity philosophy, as it's called, which is damage. Oh, cool. I get to ride one of these. Yeah.
Oh, you got a touch coma.
Yeah. The gnomes make these.
Yeah.
But anyway.
The Japanese make them in Ghost in the Shell.
But anyway, so the...
Those are sick.
They're fun. They're a lot of fun. I really enjoy the vehicle missions in this game. They're like, any time that they're like, here, pilot something, I'm like, ooh, yay.
Right.
Except in raids. When I get something to pilot in a raid, I'm like, oh, God, fuck my life. Because, like, usually, if you're piloting something in a raid, it's like, if you fuck up, you kill everyone.
Yeah.
It's just stress. Like, I remember, like, there was this one in Wrath of the Lich King where, like, the off tank had to be the pilot.
Why do you keep, like, teleporting? Or is that just your camera?
That's just my camera. I very much play this RTS style, like, kind of pseudo top-down. especially when I'm like in this particular.
Like when you're in a vehicle.
Yeah, like because I like having a wide view.
Yeah.
But no, so
The holy trinity of...
yeah, so you have a tank, which is to like take damage and be at the front line. You have a damage dealer, which is to, you know, just do damage, sit in the back, or not get hit, and be, like, up close. And then you have a healer, and that kind of speaks for itself.
Right.
Every class can do at least one, of course, and then some classes can do multiple and switch specs. So, like Warrior can do 2. Oh, shit! Oh, I died. Cool.
So, the tank is the guy that gets hit.
Yep. That's what I main. I main a tank.
Right.
I have mained a tank since vanilla.
DPS is the guy that hits.
Mm-hmm.
And the healer
Heals.
Yep.
Yep. There's only one class that can do every role, and that is Druid. Druids can do damage. They can do tanking. They can do it all, and they do it by transforming into different animals. So, like, for example, a druid, if they're tanking, they're a bear. If they're doing damage, they are either a panther or this thing known as a boomkin, which is kind of like this bird, bear, owl spellcaster thing.
Sounds awful.
It's fucking hilarious.
It sounds like an abomination. It sounds like Man Bear Pig.
Kinda. It's really cool. I'll show you one. I'll show you a boomkin when we're done. And then there's, for healing, they're a tree.
Huh.
They're like a sentient tree.
Like an ent?
Yeah, basically. It's pretty good comparison.
Yeah. I am Treebeard.
Oh yeah, there are totally like giant living trees in this universe that
Yeah.
have like beards and shit. Yeah, that's one of Stephanie's favorite characters.
I like Goldar best so far.
That's Anduin. He's king of the Alliance.
Hmm.
He is a young lad. He is 18.
His fucking armor is just Goldar.
It's so cool.
It is cool.
I'd like I want that on my paladin or on my warrior.
It's fucking sick, but also it's... Remember Power Rangers? Remember Goldar?
I like Goldar.
Goldar's sick. He's a fucking lion, chimera, alien fucking dickbag.
Yeah. What happened to him?
Season 1 ended.
Got it.
Or, well, the OG Power Rangers ended.
So
I always forget how much I'm into Power Rangers. That's one of those franchises I kind of like... I love, but I always forget that I love it. You know?
Same. So, yeah, we're flying over all the Blight in a gnome helicopter to go into...
Gnome helicopter, I love it.
Yep.
Fucking
I have,
Blizzard.
hold on.
You know half the shit they included in here just because they thought it was funny.
Oh yeah, Blizzard has a ton of that. So, I don't want to look at that. I want to show you my...
I think World of Warcraft was like one of the first times I saw like a Legend of Zelda reference outside of a Nintendo product.
See, that's a gnome thing. It's their mount. It's a robot chicken.
That is a chocobo.
I had to PvP so much to get that fucking thing.
That's pretty cool. So gnomes, they're like the Sheikah.
Yeah, they make a lot of cool technology and are really...
Have they always been all about the tech?
Yeah, they're just even since Vanilla WoW, their whole lore has been like, hey, they're trying to reclaim their home from fucking invaders and technology. That's been their whole shtick.
That's the plot of Breath of the Wild.
And then there's fucking dwarves, which, you know, it's pretty standard fantasy fare for them.
Right.
The Draenei, which are basically like they're basically like space aliens.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Worgen are werewolves whose home has been taken over by the undead.
Everybody's losing their homes in this fucking lore.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
I guess that's history.
Yeah. Like, one thing I like about Warcraft's lore is, like a lot of the...
cutscenes look annoying.
Well, I mean, it is a game that's old as older than dirt. There's only so much they can do with the engine.
No, I'm not talking about the aesthetic. I mean, like, you're in the middle of a battle and then cutscene.
Yeah, because you take out enough health to do it.
Yeah. It just looks intrusive.
There's no honor in this.
There is no honor in this. I remember, I think it was like the Wrath of the Lich King had that like cinematic trailer.
Oh, that one's my favorite.
Yeah, it was hella cool.
This one actually has my second favorite cinematic trailer.
Yeah.
The big battle. That's basically this.
I went to the launch for Wrath of the Lich King too. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't play this game.
Do you want to start?
No, I mean like I got free shit out of it.
I mean, once again, do you want to start?
I'm good.
You sure, man?
Yeah, I'm good. I pay for enough subscription fees.
Hey, you could stop paying for those other ones.
Or I could just keep paying for those ones because I want them.
So, this cutscene actually has several references to Warcraft 3. Because this is a city in...
They got fucking depth of field up in here? That's crazy.
They're making the most out of that 14-year-old engine.
Yeah.
Actually, this is technically the Warcraft 3 engine, so it's like fucking almost 20 years old. Yeah, like... Look at you.
They still added fucking... Damn. It's not bad. It's not bad. There's a lot more character in this than there is in a lot of, like, more recent cutscenes. Like, the faces are very expressive and the animation is just very fluid.
Yeah, they did a really good job.
So even though, like, the fucking engine is old as piss, all the, like, newer games, all the fucking animation for their faces looks so fucking wooden. And they don't move at all. They just fucking stand there and they
I think it's certainly
tilt their heads back and forth and talk.
I think it certainly helped that they went for a more
Animated style.
Yeah. Which is like, I feel that really splits the MMO community when it comes to this game, because I know so many people who don't play this game who are like, oh, it looks so like colorful, cartoony.
Wind Waker was colorful and cartoony, and it's one of the best Zelda games.
Yeah, and then like, I kind of feel the opposite, because like whenever I go like hop into like Guild Wars or like Final Fantasy 14, I'm like, this game kind of looks like shit.
14 looks great.
Like, but
after the relaunch, 14 looks great. It made me want to play the game.
Yeah, so my friend Panda got me back into it, and like, I told her like I'm gonna stop playing this once Battle for Azeroth comes out, because like every time I play Final Fantasy 14, it feels so similar to this. It looks like it felt like they took a lot of stuff from this, and then just spun it.
I guess I think it was the developer or the director of Monster Hunter World. I'm trying to remember how this goes. So like Final Fantasy 14 launched, and it was a horrible failure. Oh yeah, right. I had to relaunch it with Heavensward?
Realm Reborn.
A Realm Reborn.
Anthony was fucking obsessed.
They had to relaunch it with a Realm Reborn, and the creator of Monster Hunter World is like really close friends with the director behind Final Fantasy 14, and really wanted to see the game succeed because he's a big Final Fantasy fan, as are most people, if you ask me, and no one else. But like,
I like Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I found like it's more popular than not, I would say. But like, yeah, I guess like what happened was like the guy behind Monster Hunter World had to come in and like help him out, like on his off hours. It's kind of cool.
That's a neat little story.
Yeah.
So
Game industry's weird.
So at the end of the last expansion, the leader of the Burning Legion stuck a giant sword in the planet trying to kill it.
Right.
And that's kind of like a subplot of this expansion, being like, hey, your conflict's going on, but we should not let the world die.
So the giant sword is like gonna blow up the Earth?
It's slowly poisoning the Earth.
I'm gonna make this planet explode with my giant sword.
Kinda. I can show you the cutscene when we're done.
It's okay.
It's pretty cool. You'll get to see the giant sword sticking out of the ground.
They're cool, but it's okay. This is not my jam. It's cool.
Um,
I got a bag on it.
yeah,
Look at that. There's some cool ass mounts.
yeah. I
I've
don't.
always liked the mounts a lot in this game.
Yeah. Let me bust out one of my favorites. Do that. I can be somebody's mount. See?
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, like one of your friends can ride on you.
You?
I have several of these,
Is that Shenron?
basically. But no,
That's like the pissy little Shenron from the movie.
no, I'm gonna ride my personal favorite though. Zombie Dragon.
That thing's sick.
Zombie Dragon!
I want one.
Oh, there's the sword.
I don't think I've ever heard you make that noise before.
What?
The zombie dragon. The voice.
Oh, God.
Bronson doesn't do silly voices. We try to get him to do silly voices and he doesn't.
You try to get me to do a lot of things.
I know. Fucking fuck boy. Get on our level.
It's funny when anybody calls me a fuckboy, because
I feel bad.
I'm just like so not.
Dyed my hair gray.
My hair's already gray.
Yeah, but I dyed mine like thought gray.
Mine is actually, Stephanie looked at it the last time we were hanging out, like for Hot August night. She looked at it and she's like, it's starting to turn white. I'm like, oh Jesus.
You got that salt and pepper.
I just want it to be all salt.
All salt.
Just,
Everybody else wants their hair to be fucking white and gray and shit.
and see, there's the giant sword.
Giant sword!
Slowly poisoning the earth.
So what, the goal is to get rid of that?
The goal is to...
To pull it, it's like, pull it out! Jesus!
So the goal was we're going to go in here and, like, try and stop it, and then we're going to begin our...
We're gonna do that right now?
Yep.
Oh.
Like, stop it from poisoning the world.
How long has this episode been so far?
I don't know. We started a little... Let's see.
A little after...
Like 3:20, 3:30. So it's been about 25 minutes. So we'll start the new continent.
Is that what this is?
No, this is still all in the old world.
No, I mean, like, is that what you're about to do?
Yeah, like we're gonna go get like an item, then like help the world here, and then go about our normal business. So this is the speaker for the planet.
How do they explain getting new continents in game?
Oh, they've always been there. It's just that you've had no reason
Never.
to go there.
Okay.
Except like Pandaria, like that one was discovered because it was like hidden behind like
Okay.
mists and shit. Travel to the chamber.
It's like Pokemon.
Yeah, kind of.
Every region has its exclusive Pokemon, and like you've just never been there before. You stuck to your one region.
Yeah, you kind of just hung out in Eastern
What?
Kingdoms in Kalimdor until you decided like, oh shit, the Lich King's invading. We should probably go.
What they need to do with this this Pokemon RPG that they have hinted at for the Switch
Oh, yeah.
is they need to make you be able to play all of them.
Yeah, sorry, you can see the cutscene that led to them getting stabbed.
Oh, okay, that's neat.
Yeah, so you can do that anytime you want, I guess. Yeah, so see there are cutscenes with your player character in it.
Did you just shank the fucking planet? What?
So, this item is kind of one of the big cruxes of the new expansion. Because the last expansion, you got these legendary weapons that you leveled up and whatnot.
Yeah.
But, like, to stop the big bad, they had to get destroyed. All their power went into destroying the big bad. So now, like, you get this thing to level up.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's known as the Heart of Azeroth.
Not gonna lie to you right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really tired.
Alright. Let's see.
I know. What do I do with this information?
So we're gonna absorb the power into the heart here, so we can start the new continent. I'll hop on my main. We'll show off a dungeon, and then call it. So, thankfully, there's not like as much like stuff that we can show off as Legion.
Right.
Because like Legion had a whole new class
Shit.
that we did the starting zone for. versus this, which has a bunch of new races, but I do not have any of them unlocked. So
What's the worst expansion you've played so far?
Oh, Warlords of Draenor, by far. Like,
all right.
Best to worst. Best is Wrath, Legion, Pandaria, Cataclysm Warlords. Oh wait, no. Burning Crusade, Cataclysm Warlords.
All right.
This I don't like to rank them until they're finished, though.
Right.
So I'm not gonna rank this one yet, because like.
Okay, so I've been dying to know, like, what the fuck is in those giant boxes?
Yeah, so I've been collecting the collector's editions for these since Cataclysm, and they, with the exception of Battle for Azeroth, where they did something a little different, they give you an art book, they give you the soundtrack, they give you a coupon for the Blizzard store, they give you special in-game perks for all Blizzard games.
That's
so
cool.
like you get like in Diablo, like Legion in Diablo, I can put Illidan wings on any of my characters.
Nice.
In like Overwatch, you get. So yeah, this is the new level system. So instead of having a legendary weapon, you have this. You get a legendary necklace with legendary pieces of gear, and as you level up that, you can choose.
It's a skill tree.
Yeah, and like when you get new gear, there are bigger skill trees. So like the level capped one of these are just like huge. Like it's just like so many fucking skills. So you choose between the two. It's like your spells abilities have a chance to increase all secondary stats by 10 for 1 minute, stacking 4 times. Icy Veins grants you a charge of Fingers of Frost and increases your intellect by 188. This one seems way more useful as of right now. Actually, those shoulders actually do kind of match my set right now. Sweet.
It's cool.
I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to transmog. No, I'm not. Looks dope. Okay, so people blowing up my phone. So we'll so where's the commander that I need to speak to at this
Does
point?
that smartwatch vibrate every time you get a notification?
Yep.
Weird.
And
It's gotta feel weird.
So
Oh, is that what that guy is that what Goldar looks like without the helmet?
yep.
I've seen his face like 30 fucking times.
Yeah, he's been in all the ads.
He's been in every single cutscene we've watched so far.
Yep.
Either in or out of Goldar.
Yep.
And this is like... And I'm still like, who the fuck would play as a human?
I mean, they are the like main force of the Alliance. It's like
Alright.
them and the dwarves.
What about the Horde? Night Elves?
No, the Horde, it's orcs.
Oh yeah, right.
Orcs
Duh.
and undead are kind of like their main
Yeah.
thing.
Are there Night Elves in the Warcraft movie?
No, there's barely elves in the Warcraft movie. They're like there for like 10 seconds.
Weird choice.
Yeah. Well,
Night Elves are a very cool image.
elves weren't really like a big part of the First War
Yeah.
because the orcs kind of just attacked a human kingdom, and like the Stormwind called for aid, and all the other kingdoms were like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. See, I want to watch the movie. I don't know. The movie looked good, and like I said, I like the story. It's like the rest of the game that doesn't overly appeal to me.
Yeah. That's
The art direction is good.
Yeah. No, I've that's been something that like I've had a lot of debates over, is like the art direction of this game. Like I think it looks awesome.
I think the art direction's good. It's unique. It's
Yeah.
very much World of Warcraft.
Yeah. So.
Are there World of Warcraft skins in Overwatch?
Kinda.
Like inspired skins, maybe?
Yeah, so this is what happened to the Alliance fleet at Zandalar, like the continent that the Horde is currently going through.
It's like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, so I saw a pretty good Warcraft meme that's been very true of this expansion. The Horde questing experience shows Jurassic World. The Alliance questing experience, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Is that really what that is?
It's very similar to both
funny.
of those. Alright. Cool. So we found out what happened there. We're going to go to the harbor. And Alright, so we did the intro. We'll switch over to the main to see some of the...
That is the edgiest fucking character. Your alliance.
Mhm.
Ford players are supposed to be edgy.
I'm sorry, he's a warrior. That's what the warrior set looked like.
Alright, sir. Fucking human warrior. Is that Clank?
What?
You know, little...
Oh yeah, that's Blingtron.
Blingtron.
Yep.
Is he a happy boy?
Yeah, he likes to party.
That's sick.
You can summon him to start parties.
That's cool.
At the...
Drink some mead.
Yeah, in the auction house, there are occasionally, like, dance parties.
And it used to be, like, pretty much on every server, no matter where you went.
No, like
the hella dancing.
Yeah, but, like, this is, like, legit, like
a real dance party.
Yeah, like, they turn the floor into, like, a disco and shit.
Damn. Is that a druid?
That is a druid, and that is Jaina. So this is the new continent. I'm going the wrong way.
Bronson, how'd you get into World of Warcraft?
Well, like any good drug habit, someone gave it to me for free at a party. No,
Wow. Wow.
No, what ended up happening is, I love the look of the new continent, by the way, at least on the Alliance side.
Looks cool.
I haven't seen too much of the
Is that a fucking Zapdos?
That is a Firehawk.
So it's a Moltres?
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
But anyway,
like one of my mounts, that's a Phoenix.
how'd you get into this?
So,
What got you into it?
I really liked Warcraft 3 a lot. And I didn't really have any interest in this because I thought, like, oh, it's going to be like EverQuest. It's going to be impossibly difficult, and I'm not going to enjoy it.
What made you think it was going to be like EverQuest?
Because, like, everything I saw from it would look like EQ.
Oh, okay.
And, like, my cousin played EQ, and I was like, that game's cool, but I like, I don't want to invest in that.
Right.
And at the time, I was in an Unreal Tournament 2004 clan, and was also doing, like just starting to do semi-pro Halo stuff. And I log in to the, like, thing we used to communicate on both of those. Was it
TeamSpeak?
No, it was a server known as Xfire, which was like it was like AIM, but you could see what game people were playing.
That's cool.
It was like this cool client thing before Steam was a popular, like, thing. And I log in one day, and, like, every single fucking person is playing World of Warcraft.
Right.
A couple people are playing Half-Life 2. A couple people are still on Unreal. But, like, 99% of these people, this 100-person massive clan of all Unreal Tournament and Halo players are just every single fucking one of them is playing
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, and I'm like, what the fuck, really?
Huh.
And I'm like, what's all this about, man? Like, I don't know, MMOs. And they're like, no, man, it's a lot different. Like, and like, you like Warcraft 3, right? Well, it's like set in the same world as Warcraft 3, and I ended up picking up a copy and being kind of into it, but kind of falling away from it, like, after the first little bit. But then, like, I had more friends still, like, really into it, so I, like, gave it another shot, and then, like, well, here we are 14 years later, still playing it.
14 years, holy shit.
It came out in November 2004, and I started playing in December 2004.
Yeah, dude, I don't know, that's crazy.
Yeah, this is my main. Look at my slash played. Hold on. This is the same character I've had since vanilla.
Total time played, 97 days, 11 hours, 25 minutes, 46 seconds.
Yep.
Shit.
Yep. It is easily the most I've ever spent on one game, as far as time.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even close. So
I mean, that's not even, like, I'm sure, like, there are people with their vanilla WoW characters that have played, like, 4 years worth
oh, yeah, no.
on, like, one character.
So, yeah, I did a quick flyby of the new zone. We'll hop into a dungeon now. Specific.
Do the dungeons take forever?
Not on normal mode, which is what I have to do because I'm leveling still. But, like, on, like, Mythic, they can take fucking a long time. And because I'm a tank, we get into them like instantly.
Right.
Because there's not nearly enough tanks in this world.
Yeah.
DPS have to sit around and wait. Yeah, so like I kind of started playing and
Fuck healer.
he's just fucking sitting there. Just like, yeah, I'll make him wait a minute.
What the fuck? Alright.
Cool. So, this dungeon is... almost every dungeon is like the end of a zone. And like, it's like the conclusion of a story.
Right.
So like this one is like this, like you're tracking down this witch coven and like dealing with the witch coven. And that's like the head of the witches, Lady Waycrest.
You're trying to kill
Yeah.
that?
Yep. How many dungeons is so this boss has how many? Oh yeah, this will be easy. This place looks like it's gonna be short. At least it looks like it. Alright, well.
Here comes the gameplay.
Yeah. So, because it's normal mode, we're not going to have to do any of the, like...
Fucking
Like-
sick commentary, Brandon.
Since it's normal mode, we don't want to have to do any of the, like, heavy communication stuff. Funnily enough, I actually like to play with a TGA staff member's boyfriend,
Oh.
David, because he is a really good healer, and because he's a healer and I'm a tank, we can kind of dictate literally everything about a group.
Shout out to David.
Yep, shout out to... and he also edits Playing God, so
Nice.
good on him. So yeah, like, interrupted that spell there. But yeah, so like, you gotta just go through with the Holy Trinity and steamroll this place, because once again, it's normal mode. If you die to shit on normal mode and you didn't fuck up horribly, then this might not be a game you should be playing.
Right.
Or you need to get a lot better at the game. Oh shit, we accidentally aggroed someone. Oh, great. Fucked up first thing.
Bro, if you die after just saying that, I will laugh.
I probably won't die, but...
But I will laugh.
oh, for sure. I mean, that would be very common of this show, to be honest.
That would be, yeah. That would be.
Do these things not have aggro tables? Okay, no, they do. We're good. Like, I was wondering, like, why they were casting on, like, people but me. And it's like, no, I have threat. That's just a mechanic. Okay, cool. Yeah.
This is what it looks like when you watch someone play World of Warcraft.
Are you engaged, Brandon?
Yeah, super engaged.
Oh, God.
Fucking, how can I fucking...
How is this not the most riveting thing in the world to you?
Right.
What the fuck is this?
I can barely keep my eyes off of it. Honestly, it's the only thing going on. Fucking
Jesus.
sick commentary, Brandon.
So good, bro. So
Honestly,
good.
like, I gotta give mad props to people who can follow everything that's happening on this fucking screen right now. Because this is definitely not a game for me. I like platformers and RPGs and
This is an
fighting
RPG.
games. That is an RPG, but it is not the kind of RPG I like.
It's honestly not that complicated. Like once you like,
I'm sure once you get the hang of it, it's fine.
yeah, like it's there is definitely a learning curve though. Like I've been like slowly explaining stuff to Ray because he's been playing it. I wish I knew what this spell did.
Wish Ray was fucking here.
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead to us.
He's
Still dead.
He's a producer. That's his job is to. He doesn't get to be in videos anymore.
Punk bitch. He's not gonna watch this.
Every now and then he'll like watch the beginning of one and hear us talking shit.
I know.
One day at the beginning of a video we should just compliment him a whole bunch. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, Ray's super cool.
What a wonderful boy, Ray.
And then just like, okay, is it done?
Yeah.
Do you think it's past the point where he stopped listening?
You
Oh
think-
god,
yeah.
fuck that guy.
Honestly, I don't watch our fucking shit, so...
Like I said yesterday when we were recording Madden, I'll watch like some of it. Like if I thought we did really well or did really poorly.
I think if we did bad, that's when I'll like try to check it out. Like,
Yeah.
I think the first one I watched was the Nier Automata one, and I didn't think that one was like went bad per se.
It was definitely like you could tell it was one of your first ones.
Yeah,
Like I remember that one. There's some that always stand out in my mind.
yeah.
This place is cool.
Still think the best one that I've done is Puyo Puyo Tetris,
Because of the woo.
just because I was so mad. That was real. That was real anger.
That was real indignant rage.
It was.
Yeah.
But again, I don't watch these episodes, so I
actually don't like in hindsight after watching some of the Madden footage. I don't think it was that bad.
really.
It's yeah.
Probably funnier than anything else.
Because like Stephanie was telling me yesterday that like you didn't think it went well.
Oh yeah, no.
And then
I told you it didn't go well.
And and you also told me like I went back and watched it. I'm just like, you're asking a lot of questions, and that's actually kind of perfect for this show's format.
Right.
So I'm like,
because like when it comes to football, I'm a fucking baby. Like I don't know shit about that. I know something about Warcraft. I know a little bit of the lore, and I know a little bit of like the game itself. Sometimes I like ask questions anyway, even when I know the thing.
for sure.
Just because I feel like it makes for a more interesting video and maybe answers other people's questions about it. With a game like this that's like 14 years old, it's like simultaneously like it's hard to like get people invested in it.
It's real. Like I have mad respect to Blizzard for like managing to get like new players into this fucking game.
Yeah.
Like it's so fucking old, right? And like
My thing about it is like if I were to try to catch up on the fucking lore of this game now, it would probably take me 14 years.
no, you would just have to read 3 books.
I don't want to read.
What if they're really good books?
I don't want to read, man.
All right, fair enough.
I don't know. This I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
Like, cause like I'm a big fan of the lore for this franchise. Like, but it
Looks like it's interesting.
Like
it's like Doctor Who to me. Like there's too much Doctor Who. Now, I mean, for fans of Doctor Who, that's great.
Yeah, like
Just like for fans of Warcraft, it's got to be great that there's like so much World of Warcraft.
Like there's so many books, and then there's like so many like different stories, and like you gotta think like every zone in this game is its own quest line. Oh shit, we aggroed the boss on accident. Well, fuck it.
Time to beat this dungeon.
Well, one of the bosses, so this is the second guy.
Right.
So
Are you getting him?
yeah, I got him. He's definitely attacking me.
No, I mean, are you?
Yeah, we're doing damage. Or it looks like we're doing damage.
Which one is? Oh, he's the soulbound goblin.
Yeah.
Or
so
Goliath.
Yeah, the big boy here.
Fucking goblin.
So
no, but I mean, like for a game like this, it's like
it's
got to be difficult to like get someone invested enough to be
like
to be willing to drop a lot of time into like catching up on the lore and experiencing the world and everything else when they're like brand new players, and most of that's like, hey, I have a friend who plays.
And then like not only that, but like you gotta think like, okay, if you're a new player, you know, you have this weird thing where you're like questing like until you hit the current like levels, like the current expansion, which is level 110.
Right.
You're like going through like all this old lore out of order. Because, like, they don't, like, retroactively update zones, or they rarely do.
Right. It really pissed me off because I was, aforementioned friend tried to get me into this game. So he, like, created a character for me on a fan-run server back when, like, Burning Crusade was, like, brand new, I guess. And, he had the server created to, he didn't have the server created. He had the character created on this server so that he could like automatically max out my level and give me the best gear, assuming that would make me want to play more. And it kind of pissed me off. Yeah, so I was like, then I didn't do anything.
Like the point of these games are like progression.
Right.
Like the best parts of these games.
The reward is getting stronger.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Is like getting gear, getting level. Oh shit! I fucked up.
Everybody else is over there fighting these other fucking things.
Oh no, I just lost aggro. It doesn't like they could if I have aggro, they can follow me.
Right.
Oh shit, that's bad. I need
Explain
to
aggro.
aggro. What that means is who the enemy is focused on.
Right.
They're supposed to be focused on me, and when I am in peak endgame form, I can run through an entire dungeon holding aggro pretty damn well. But sadly, right now I am in leveling gear and not entirely used to the changes to my class yet.
You changed your class.
They change all the classes in every expansion. Some a little, some a lot. Like, Mage is almost unchanged. Warrior, they kind of, like, nerfed our damage, but gave us more abilities.
Weird.
And made it more, like... They made it so you have to be, like, more careful when choosing your spell. Because it kind of used to just be you mash this ability as much as possible.
Yeah.
Ignore pain. And then just kind of you're good. What the fuck? Is there any purpose to this room?
There's a door.
Okay, I see. I see it like loops back around. Okay, I'm gonna use Avatar and drop Whirling Blades. And Shockwave. Yeah, so like for example, like Steph started playing when we were streaming. Like she
Right.
because like she saw me watching like the new cinematic. Oh hey, I leveled. Yeah, cool. She like saw like the new cinematic I was watching, right? And she thought like, dude, that looked awesome. I'm like, can I like check out more of that? And like she checked out a bunch of the cinematics. She's like, hey, I kind of want to check it out. And like she liked what she played. Like she's the level like on that big character roster. She's like the level 6
Right.
druid, but like she does not realize how big that mountain is.
No.
Like,
You gotta start, though. I know you can buy, like, the, up to the previous expansion's level cap, I think.
yeah, so when you buy the new expansion, they actually give you a free boost to the previous expansion's cap. So you can immediately get into the new stuff.
That makes sense.
So if you've, like, lapsed, like, let's say you haven't
Like,
played...
you stop playing for, like, 20 years, or fucking 20 years. Stop playing for, like,
Ugh.
2 or 3 expansions or whatever.
Yeah, so, like, for example, Anthony stopped during Pandaria, but he's back now. So, like, he can just hop right in and play.
Right.
If you're like me, you just kind of get a freebie character up to that level.
Because you play the fuck out of every expansion anyway.
Yeah, like I have hit level cap in every expansion. I've done some amount of raiding in every expansion. I have not been a hardcore, like, serious, like, I'm gonna rush for server first style since Cataclysm, though.
Is that Ganon?
What?
Said, is that Ganon?
Totally. No, it's
Yeah.
It's Paige from Beyond Good and Evil. Oh shit, this boy does big damage.
It's Bloaty's Pizza Hog.
This boy does that big boy damage. Like,
He's also getting his big boy ass handed to him.
man, like, I am not looking forward to this particular fight once, like, I get level capped and go to hard mode.
Right.
Like, it is gonna fucking hand my ass to me as the tank. Like, I'm gonna have to, like, wait for the charge and drop everything. Oh, shit. Okay, I should probably be using Ignore Pain.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
I can tell, man.
Yeah. I'm not all here today. I woke up this morning and my throat was hurting so fucking bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like LaCroix, but it was like the carbonation and the lack of sugar in it was like helping my throat.
Right on.
So there is a benefit to LaCroix.
At that point, I would probably just drink soda water.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah, with like a hint of fruit flavoring.
Not really. I mean, like, it's supposed to be there, but
Hint of lime.
yeah. Gotten stronger hints from fucking women that were into me. And I don't pick up on those kinds of hints.
You know, yeah, same.
I just don't. I'm not very good at like reading people in that sense.
Yeah.
Or rather, like I think more so than anything else, I don't want to assume.
That's my thing. Is like I don't want to assume and look like an asshole.
That's yeah.
Like, because I have definitely been on both sides of that fucking coin, where it's just like, just like,
you must like me, and then it turns out
just like
she doesn't,
just, or vice versa, where it's like, oh, you don't like me, and it's like, no, I was very much flirting with you.
right.
And I was just like, oh, whoops.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's really that's like
Dating's hard.
Dating is hard, especially like that's really hard when it's like the person is like mad friendly.
Yeah.
Like I've definitely like dated that person where they're just like, it's just
They're
like
very like affectionate and.
Oh shit! I'm going. Oh fuck! I aggroed the wrong things. Oh well.
I've had a lot of friends who were like. Excuse me. Holy shit. I've had a lot of friends who were like. Very affectionate, maybe not necessarily physically, but you know.
I've had both.
I've had both too,
and it's always super weird. Like
yeah, I always get really awkward when like someone touches me in general, and I'm not really a hugger.
It's not so much that like for me, it's just the fact that like when that person is like trying to drop that they're into you, and it's just like, are they really, or are you just being you?
Yeah.
Like, that's the hardest one. Like, it's just, like... At that point, that person does very much have to be, like, very fucking overt and obvious.
Right.
I like how this, like, goes from mansion to, like, hidden catacomb, like...
Fucking creepy sex dungeon.
Yeah, like, witch... Like, the further you go, it just gets more and more witch coven-y.
Is this, where you fight the big bad?
Yeah... Hold on, let me...
Probably, right?
Let me look at the map. Yep. Okay, looks like we skipped a boss at some point then. Looks like there's a hidden boss somewhere in here.
It's cool.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because there's a list of the bosses.
Oh.
And I looked at the map, and that's Lord and Lady Wakecrest. So it's like, well, I mean...
We don't need to get the hidden boss right now.
Yeah, no. We're good.
Oh my god.
I feel that.
This game's got to be way more fun with friends.
Yeah. I think it's also way more... Oh, God. I think it's also way more fun when, like, playing. It's definitely not very engaging to watch unless you actually, like, know the game.
Right.
Like, I can't, like I watched, at BlizzCon, I watched the, like, Mythic Dungeon, like, World Finals. Which, like, it's the finals for, like... What?
Oh.
Oh.
Lord Wakecrest.
So, like...
He looketh like a Scooby-Doo villain.
But I,
Monsters!
God damn it, Brandon. But, like, I watched the, like, World of Warcraft, like, Mythic Dungeon finals, where it's like, okay, these are the best dungeon runners in the world, like... doing the shit like as fast as they can and as efficiently as they can, and like I was watching it, I'm like, this is super cool because I understand this shit, but like,
right,
if you don't know what this is, this just looks fucking like,
hella boring,
like hella weird.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, this is kind of boring to watch.
Yeah, like, to be fair, it's also like it's very simple to play as well, because once again, this is normal mode, which normal mode in World of Warcraft is insultingly easy in most cases. Like, if you know your class, like I'm very half-heartedly doing this. I'm not using much damage mitigation. I'm not like,
right.
I'm like
Hey, you did it.
Nope. Okay, I guess we have to. I guess there is not a secret boss. Oh. Okay, so no, that was not the last boss.
There's one more?
There's one more, and it is in this...
Gorok Tool.
Yep.
Fantasy names are so stupid.
So rad, you mean? Oh, he's the boy from the load screen. Lord of the Blighted Lands.
Is that what it says?
Oh, and there's a quest.
Don't accept it. Oh.
Ow. Fine. Here. Enjoy my AoE abilities.
I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this greatly.
Good. Oh, come on, DPS. Quit half-assing it.
Dimitri wants to go out tonight. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you guys, like, go out and, like, drink for 2 nights straight.
I don't always drink. Dimitri does.
Yeah, I don't know how he does that.
I don't either. He always throws up, too. Like, 100% of the time.
It's like...
He vomits.
It's like, dude...
9 times out of 10, he's inducing vomiting because he's found that if he throws up, then he won't have a hangover.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
But, he still always vomits.
I don't, like...
The most fucked up thing is, like, he still goes to work. He's still, like, by all means, by all accounts, he should be an alcoholic, and yet he somehow manages to be, like, very high-functioning.
Well, there is such a thing as a high-functioning alcoholic.
That's true.
Like... Alright, cool.
Hey, you did it.
We did it. We
Good
leveled
job, my
once.
boy.
That was a dungeon.
We leveled once. Fucking Christ, that EXP bar is ridiculous.
Yeah, but you gotta remember when we started, we were like here on the
Yeah.
previous level. So we went up like a quarter of the level off of one dungeon. That's not bad. And we're halfway to level cap now.
Yay.
Alright, that's World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. One thing I will say is, like, this expansion feels weird to me because, like, Legion was just, like, such big scale,
Right.
like, world-ending, like, shit, and this has been just, like, yeah, helping resolve, like, small conflicts. Anyway, we'll be back next week with Yakuza Kiwami 2.
Cool. Everybody have a blessed evening.
Yes, for the Alliance.
For the Horde.
No, never for the
For the
Horde.
whores.
Maybe for the whores.
Maybe for the whores.
Maybe.